The day after Alex Cox married Zulema, he wanted to give her a massage in their Vegas hotel. However, he stopped at Walmart to get plastic covering for the bed first. Listen as Zulema describes the day and his odd behavior to detectives at Chandler Police Department.
And the other thing that I remember that I was telling Garrett was that when we were in Vegas, I don't know if you guys knew, but Alex was a massage therapist. And my back was bugging me, and after the trip there in the car, and he said, he's like, I'll just give you a massage and just fix your back. I'm like, okay. So, but for some strange reason, this is really weird. Like, for some strange reason, at the time, of course, I didn't think anything of it, but now I'm like all creeped out about it. He said that we needed to find a Walmart because he wanted to buy this big, huge piece of plastic to put on the bed so the oil didn't get on the bed. But it was one of those ones that you put on the floor when you paint. Okay. And we went to Walmart and we got it, and he put it on the bed.
And this is when you were in Vegas?
When we were in Vegas, yeah. It was the day after we got married.
So you put it on the bed.
Yeah.
And he gave you the massage. What did he do with
the weirdest thing about it was that, and this is when it gets even weirder, because after that, I fell asleep. Okay, because I was so relaxed after the massage. I was so relaxed, I fell asleep. And then I remember waking up. I was in and out, and I could hear him talking. And I was like, who's he talking to? And I kept trying to wake up, and finally I made myself wake up, and I'm like, Alex. I'm like, who are you talking to? He's like, nobody. I was talking to myself. I'm like, okay. So then I remember I took a bath, and I said, let's watch a movie. And he was on his phone, I think playing his game or something, and he was super quiet. It was totally eerie for Alex, because Alex usually he was joking, and he would say something and he would find one way or another to make it into a joke and make it funny, and he was always making you laugh and laughing at himself or making a joke about something, but he said nothing for the rest of the evening. Nothing.
Well, that's really weird that he had you lay on plastic.
So, maybe I'm just a little too crazy now because of all the stuff that's happened, but in my back of my mind, I keep thinking that who was on the phone was Chad and Lori, and that was supposed to be my last day, and he was supposed to.
And it very well could have been. When you woke up, did you feel normal? I mean, did you feel when you said you were in and out of consciousness, like you were trying to wake up or you didn't feel right?
I was really down, I was really, really one of those ones when you're trying to wake up and you can't wake up kind of thing. I was thinking, why am I so relaxed and I can't wake up kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Did you feel drugged?
Drowsy, I was kind of really drowsy. I was like, what?
What time of day was it?
In the middle of the afternoon.
Did he give you anything to drink before that? Or make you a drink or fix you anything to eat?
I mean, I remember us going to get something to eat, and then we came back to the hotel, and I remember we did have some drinks with us. I don't know, maybe I might have had no, I didn't have a Red Bull that day. I had something with me. Might have been a water or something, I don't know, with me. I always use the little cup, I like to use the little glasses. I always have my glass with ice and whatever it was that I was drinking at the time.
So did he give you a massage? I mean, did you have oil on?
not enough to
use
warrant the drop cloth.
To what a drop cloth, you know what I mean? It just didn't. At the time, I had no question about it. Now I'm like, why would you necessitate a whole drop cloth all over the bed to give me a massage? That just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
So did.
And then the fact that he was quiet for the rest, that he said nothing, like nothing after that. He was quiet, and that's so not Alex. Alex is not quiet.
So did you ever ask him, like, man, why did we need all that, or what?
No.
And so you heard him talking to somebody.
And I believed him, and he was talking to himself, you know, at the time. You know what I mean? Trusting him completely.
And that was right after you guys were married.
The day after. Yeah, it's really weird.
But it's super weird.
It's super weird, especially because he wasn't talking. And I even asked him, I said, hey, are you okay? Like you're so quiet, and usually not quiet like this. He's like, I'm just tired. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm going to leave you alone then so you can rest. So I left him alone. He didn't say anything else. So I ended up watching him with my permit. I was like, he was on his phone. During the game, I think he was doing.
And it's little things like that we're super interested in. So if anything like that comes to you again, something that you may think is super small, please let Garrett know, or
we'll communicate it to you for sure.
That was super weird.
Let us know, yeah. Just little things like that help us put pieces together. Was that the only time that happened?
Yeah.
Had he given you massages before?
No.
Okay.
Did he since then?
No.
So that was the one time he offered to give you a massage.
When we would get together, sometimes he would come and he would put his fingers on my neck and go. He would say, "What is it with you people? With you translated people that have such big, stressful shoulders," or something like that. He would say that, but I wasn't the only one that was receiving it. He would do it to everybody else, you know, just kind of like relax the neck. And then when we got back from Vegas and we were at my house, sometimes in the mornings I have a really hard time waking up, and then in the mornings I would like turn my alarm off and just sit there trying to like get up. And I remember he would like rub his finger like up and down my back and go, "You can get up, you can wake up," kind of thing, like kind of waking me up, and not a massage like he did that day.
So when you woke up from that massage, did you feel like you were way too groggy than you should have been?
I was super. I thought, I'm like, oh my goodness, he's like, must be a really good, massage therapist, because I am so relaxed right now. Like I am, like so relaxed. Like I felt like, like when you get out of like the sauna. When you get out of the sauna, you're like so relaxed, you could actually take a nap. That's what I felt.
So you didn't feel out of it.
No,
it was just relaxed.
Very relaxed. Yeah, like super. That what was really weird though was that in and out that I had when I was laying on the bed, because I could hear him talking and I was trying to wake up, but I kept going back down, and then I kept hearing him again talking, and I couldn't discern what he was saying. I could just hear him talking, and he was in the bathroom talking.
Did he kind of talk to himself much?
Well, not really. Not like that. Like he was actually having a conversation. Like he sounded like he was having a conversation.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I talk to myself, I'm always like, say one thing or two things. Or
I'll go to McDonald's for lunch.
Something like that. But no,
let's go to Wendy's. You have this.
Yeah.
He was having a conversation.
Okay.
So Now, of course, putting all this together and processing after, over a year, I keep thinking that he was actually on the phone with somebody when this was happening. There was no way that he was going to necessitate a big old drop cloth for that bed to give me a massage.
When you guys got married or prior to get married, did you guys talk about insurance or life insurance or did you add him to anything or did he add you to anything?
No, that I know of. I know a couple people have asked me that too. But I wasn't the one that I wouldn't have had any knowledge of that, but Lori would.
Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content.